KALB. This is a First Alert Storm Center update.
An active afternoon ongoing across Louisiana. We have our cold front on the way, and out ahead of that, we've seen this squall line develop in that warm sector. So still have a window of opportunity to see some severe storms over the next hour or two, especially as they continue to push east. But back behind the squall line, you're going to be done with that severe threat, and then our next front will push through by tomorrow and bring the drier air in. So we have seen that tornado watch now dropped off for Natchitoches and Sabine Parish as expected. It's going to continue a bit longer till 8 o'clock. But again, I think these parishes will be dropped off as that line of storms passes your areas to the threat already beginning to lessen for Vernon and Beauregard. Rapides, Grant, LaSalle, Catahoula Parish all still out ahead of this. And of course, Avoyle's not in a watch, but we'll be watching that squall line as it makes its way into your area as well. So right now, no warnings with that. These storms have mostly had 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts in this line, which is below severe limits. A little bit of lightning with this, not a lot, and some brief heavy rain. But again, as this pushes into or kind of develops some better instability, we could see these storms strengthen as they push to the east. That's been the problem, is we've got a lot of wind shear, but really not enough energy to kind of keep these storms sustained. So we do continue to see that level 3 and a 5 risk across the areas across eastern Louisiana and orange. Still a high tornado threat if those storms are able to develop here over the next couple of hours. So not out of the woods yet, but of course things are looking a little bit better than they looked this morning. But pretty much everyone getting rain, most of us up to an inch of rain with this. Could be some peak amounts in that 1 to 2 inch range, but this squall line is moving along pretty quickly, so not expecting any hefty totals. So over the next couple of hours, very slowly makes its way east. Again, I think by around 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, most of us are done with this squall line as it pushes into Mississippi. And of course, behind that, we may have some showers even into tomorrow morning. We could see a lingering shower, but our severe threat will be over once this squall line pushes through the area. We will see some sunshine tomorrow as that drier air filters in. We've also seen strong winds today, and we do see a wind advisory continuing until 7 this evening with gusts up to 40 miles per hour out of the south. But behind this front, we'll see those winds turning to the north tomorrow. And until the upper trough passes to our east on Wednesday, we will keep some clouds around here into part of Wednesday, but then we get that dry northwesterly flow later this week and some ridging building, and that's actually going to lead to a pretty big warm up across the country, especially as we get into Easter weekend. Some of the warmest temperatures we've seen so far this year ahead for the upcoming weekend. But tonight behind the front, definitely going to be a range of temperatures. Some spots could drop off into the upper 40s there to the north. We should be somewhere in the low 50s here in the metro area, but some upper 50s down towards Opelousas. And then highs tomorrow, really not going to cool down a whole lot behind this front. We're still into the low 70s for much of the area. So upper 60s possible over towards Sabine and Natchitoches Parish. So we do see a chance for a lingering sprinkler shower early tomorrow morning. Some clouds hanging on initially. We should see clearing skies though for the afternoon. Winds out of the north at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some gusts up to about 15. And once we get into the weekend, we will start to see that moisture slowly returning as those winds return to the south. So we've got our 70-degree high tomorrow with that drier air filtering in. Mix of sun and clouds on Wednesday. And we will be much cooler on Wednesday as that cooler air filters in behind our front tomorrow. So some 40s for Wednesday morning. Highs in the 60s. Thursday and Friday both cool as well. Low 40s. Highs into the upper 70s though by Good Friday. Saturday we're up to 80. And Easter Sunday looking like a mix of sun and clouds, dry conditions, and highs in the low 80s. And then by early next week, we could see some upper 80s here across central Louisiana. It should be pretty quiet though once we get past